Hey everyone, welcome to our Enter Shaolin Carcast. Yes, instead of doing a podcast.
Because honestly, who wants to sit in the office all the time?
Yeah, we just need to get out sometimes. Like, I've been trying to get him to do more podcasts, but he's like really resistant. He just feels more natural and chill here. Like you're in the car with us, you know. And speaking of being in the car with us, you know, if you're watching, don't get all like freaked out. Like, oh my God, you're putting people's lives in danger. Okay, we are very responsible human beings. Okay, notice our hands are where they're supposed to be. You know, we're not holding the phone up trying to talk to you and crazy stuff like that. And it's no different than if you were in the car with us and we were talking to you. So if
oh my God, dinosaur. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
There's a dinosaur?
Sorry about that.
And even when we're looking at the camera, we're looking beyond the camera at what's going on.
Actually, I'm driving with my eyes closed right now, but you wouldn't know. I'm feeling out the road.
Woo, that's scary. All right, please don't do that. But the reason I'm giving that preface up front is because, you know, my last Friday's post, someone that clearly has not been a part of Enter Shaolin for very long, because they would have already seen some of our car posts that we do and stuff on our other channel, Enter Tai Chi and stuff like that. And if they did a little research and they knew me personally, they know that I've been doing stuff via video in the car for many moons. I haven't done any hot minute by myself, but I realized, you know what, I can get more content out to all of you, and we're looking at how can we be more efficient, more responsible, and just get more done.
She is.
You are too. Stop playing. You have to be a
Stop
part
playing.
of this. You gotta be a part of this.
Stop playing.
Because if you're not being your best, then like you're still dragging down the ship, bro. And I'm about to cut that anchor off.
Why you gotta get personal? Why you gotta get all loud and offensive?
But
we could just step outside right now, dude.
No, we can't. We're driving.
Shoot.
But yeah. So like,
Yow!
anyways, been doing this stuff for a long, long time. Just haven't done it in a while. Mainly because, you know, a lot of people don't understand, like, it does take a lot for us to do these videos for y'all. Like, it's not our natural state to just be like, hey, we're gonna do a bunch of videos, and yeah, we're so excited about that. It's not that we don't like
I'm excited about pizza.
providing content to you all. We do love that part, but it's like, you know, we're naturally more introverted type of people, and so it's you know, challenging us to get out of our shell more. So sometimes we got to remember, like, we really need to talk to y'all more and provide more content than what we already are, which is a ton already, and that sounds kind of crazy, but it just lets you a little bit more into our world and what we're doing. But I just want to let you know we are being safe.
Can we stop? You know,
some people do.
Well, the 3 people that do, man.
Some people are really tripping out about this stuff.
You know how I feel. I can't even get into it.
But we talked about this last night. So
yeah,
before we get to our topic,
talk about it every week. I don't even know what our topic is. No hands. No hands. We're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Someone's gonna yell at you.
I know.
Someone's gonna get highly offended.
I know.
But we were talking about this last night, and I was like, you know,
there is nobody near me on the road.
So if you go to our blog, you'll actually see the blog, the comment I'm talking about. If you go to our last, most recent post, which is about basically 3 steps to being able to complete more of your goals. If you go to that post, you'll see the comment I'm talking about. I was gonna address it privately, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna address it publicly, because we get these comments on a semi-regular basis, and I just want to be like, listen, y'all, come on, take a chill pill. But here's the deal. Wait, tell them what you were telling me last night. Do you remember how you used to drive back in the day?
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know, like, people get freaked out. Like, now it's illegal to like eat while you're driving, or
right. When I first turned 21, which I think, well, no, when I got my license, I was 18. I was 18.
You were 18?
17. Yeah. When I was 17. Well, it was 17.
I know, it's different.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little older. No, it's not now.
No, it's still 17 here. Yeah.
No, you get like a farmer's license or something at 16 or something. I don't know. Anyways, whatever the point of this conversation is.
We're talking about full license. Full licensing on your own. Driving.
Oh man, I was driving with like a cigarette in my hand, my foot out the window. Probably an open container.
Clearly, we're not driving a stick to have your foot out the window. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my God.
We're not recommending that you drive with open containers or with your foot out the window. I think the point that we're trying to say is that at one point in time, you know, we could ride in the back of pickup trucks here in the U.S.
The point is, listen.
I remember growing up, and there wasn't seatbelts right away at first.
We do what we do. Stop, dude. All right. So we do what we do. Partly because it's called an open loop, right? For those of you who don't know what an open loop is, it's a way of doing something to break your state, right? So we do crazy things because we want you to pay attention to the important stuff that we're really going to say, which most people don't have the patience to hear because people are impatient. And they just want.
But we actually naturally are like this because we're a little spazzy and, you know, we got ADD. So,
yeah. So next time you're around talking about the flat Earth, right? I don't know. Sorry.
All right.
Wrong podcast.
The real point of this was.
What is the point?
Okay, so like I've grown up, you know, drinking something, not alcohol, while I'm driving. Obviously, but water, coffee,
Sije,
tea,
sure.
hot stuff, whatever, cold stuff doesn't matter. While driving a stick shift, while sometimes having a bite to eat while I'm driving and stuff like that. Never once did I cause an accident from doing those things. Same thing with doing my video camera stuff, like, and whatnot. Why? Because I do it safely, I do it responsibly. I'm still paying attention to the road and everything that's around me, as well as Sifu Larry is doing the same. Don't do that. You're not allowed. That is actually illegal. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. So, but I feel like with all these laws, like places like you can't eat while you're driving.
Is it illegal? Is it illegal for me to like walk down the street?
Your phone can't even be in your hand while you're driving. Here's why. Okay, here's why. Because they're trying to make you all dumb. Okay, they're telling you that you are so stupid you cannot multitask, and maybe some of you can't really multitask. All right,
now we're getting to the heart.
Get to the heart of this. All right, so maybe some of you really can't multitask, and that's okay. Okay, that's you. But not everyone's like that. Some of us are really good at multitasking. Some of us are better at multitasking. I was like telling him, I was like, you know, the times when I'm not doing something like talking to someone in the car.
Whoa.
Come get me again,
yeah.
man.
You like what? Have I? It's like I beat you down. Like,
well, your hand is constantly crossing over its lane. Okay, on a regular basis over here in this car. Let me just say. All right. So
yeah,
it's a little car humor for you.
I'm invading your safe space.
I don't have safe space. But anyways, that is part of the problem though. There's too many freaking safe spaces. Everyone wants their little safe space, and no one else can do anything in the car because you can't handle it yourself. And like they're just making you more dumb. Like they're making it where you can't multitask, you can't pay attention.
You want to know what's getting people? Let me tell you what gets people killed. Right? Drinking, driving. That kills people.
Definitely.
That kills people.
Texting and driving. That has killed people. Okay, I do not recommend texting and driving and stuff. Okay, but like talking to the person next to you, singing and maybe like doing a little groove to the radio and stuff while you're driving.
The merengue?
Yeah, you can get a little of the rhythm going. You know what I mean? But like you won't be able to be walking out of your seat or anything. And he's a bobblehead. But the point is, I just feel like all these regulations and people like they're just trying to make us humans as a whole more just more dim, less intelligent, and exactly I think most of these contraptions like cars that do all these things for you and phones that do all these things for you.
How about custard? Can we get custard?
No, that's not on the plan, bro.
You sure?
You can have some custard, but I can't. I'm not having any dairy. I'm good.
I'm not having no dairy.
Good, bro. If you want to have dairy, you can have dairy.
I don't want dairy. Dude, it'll make me all like phlegmy and mucusy.
So then why are you even looking at that place? Stick to the plan and keep
I just
driving.
thought custard would be a good idea.
It's a bad idea. You just said exactly why it's a bad idea. So yes, point being, we're being safe. We're doing what we're supposed to do. And if you can't multitask, that's okay. Just know that we're better at multitasking. Like if I'm not doing multiple things while I'm driving, like I've noticed that I will zone out and it'll be like one of those things like I get home and I'm like, how did I even get here? Like I don't even remember the drive. Now, would you rather me be not remembering my drive or very aware of my drive? I think you'd rather me be aware of my drive.
When I had my permit here in New Jersey, if you go to a driving school, maybe it's like this in other places too, but you get a discount on your car insurance.
Yeah, a lot of places are like that.
So my driving instructor, and also I had actually a Class B CDL license with a tanker endorsement for a few years. I was driving a truck, and you know, and I have a motorcycle endorsement. One of the things that you're supposed to do when you drive is constantly scan through your mirrors, and the back mirrors, look forward, look sideways, not just stare blankly at the road going forward. And a lot of people who sit there and say like, hey, you know, you got to stay focused on the road. You can stay focused on my finger. I'm going to kick you in the shin. Right? You actually can't.
You got to pay attention to your whole surroundings.
You can't actually lock your vision into a position or lock your mind into a position. And a lot of car accidents happen because people are thinking about something totally different and they're not paying attention. Whereas, you know, when I drive, it's much like Kung Fu. I have a thought.
You're engaged, right?
And then I let the thought go into my brain, and I just let it evaporate where it has to go, and I don't dwell too hard on it, even if I'm angry, because I know that I can't have those emotions engage with me while I'm driving.
Right.
Because I road rage, and I'll run somebody over. So I have to get rid of those emotions really fast.
All I gotta say, Philly last night, you were...
I don't like Philly. Sorry, Philly people. I don't like you. I just don't like the traffic that is in your city.
He gets extremely disgruntled when he drives in Philly, and I'm like, maybe some of the problem is you. You know, I drive in that same traffic, and I'm like, it's uphill.
Good for you.
You got to work on your
I'm going to work on running
Tai
people
Chi.
over more efficiently while escaping.
No, man. You got to just work on your martial arts skills in those moments and gain control of yourself, because you'd be like a hot mess, losing control. It's bad.
All right, Goku.
You might actually run someone over one day. Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. It's not worth it.
So what are we doing this video for?
So
far all we did was complain about people complaining about us.
No. Because we talked about, like, look, dude, you need to, engage yourself more in different kind of ways and stuff like that. Obviously, work within your means, but know that your means might not be someone else's means. So don't, get your panties all up in a wad, okay? So...
Look, and if you guys want to keep criticizing, she's just going to keep having to call you out. So the best thing to do is not to say nothing, and then we can talk about other stuff.
Or you know what? Even if you have a concern, see it in a nice way. Like, this person was, like, really kind of venomous. It'd just be like, hey, I don't really think it's a good idea to, do these videos while you're driving, but I really like your message. Like, leave it at that. And then I'd be like, hey, I get your concern and I appreciate your concern, but I'm very safe and whatever. This person acted like it's all right to put your life at risk, but other people and pedestrians, like, I'm sorry, bro, but I haven't had an accident that's ever been my fault, and I have not run over anyone. So you're good, okay? You're safe around me. I'm a good driver. I love to drive. I enjoy it. I'm engaged while I'm driving, and yeah, I drive a stick. So I'm really good at multitasking. If you're not good at multitasking, that's on you, bro. But the main point of this,
I don't know what the point is.
You don't know what the point is? We're talking about...
Let's start over.
We're not starting over. This is a great conversation. So this is about free-flowing and just being real. So it's unscripted. So I want to talk about, just goal setting, because that was my last topic that I shared on our last blog post, because a lot of people struggle with this, and we've struggled even ourselves, anytime that
let's make this, I want to break the mystery down in a way to where I can 100% guarantee some kind of response.
Well, that's what I did in my last post, because that's what we want. Yeah.
Here's the reality of every single thing. I don't care if it's Kung Fu. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's weight loss. I don't care if it's just getting, ripped and cut. And I don't care if it's learning a musical instrument.
Whatever you want to do, these things work.
Being, I don't know, civil engineer, whatever you want to do. Point being is, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can. And you know what? Nobody's going to change that for you. I can't give you tips to help you with your goals and your mindset. If you already don't think you can do it, you're not going to do it no matter what I tell you.
We have people sometimes that join Enter Shaolin, and like in a couple of days, this isn't for me, this isn't going to work. Well, why isn't it going to work? Let's get down to the bottom. What's going on? What are you freaking out about, panicking about? Oh, well, I don't have a partner. Well, 2/3 of your training can be done solo, so why are we worried about that yet? We shouldn't be. Well, or the people that are like, I have someone that I can train with, every once in a while, but I can't make the train with me all the time. You don't need someone to train with you all the time. Even when you become, been training for 10 years, 20 years, you don't need someone to ever train with you all the time.
And the same exact people who have that kind of thing going in their life, well, someone can walk up to them and then go, listen, here's a map. And I'm going to give you this map. And if you get to where the X is, you're going to make more money in your entire life. And you'll never have to work a day again.
And healthy.
And you know what? They're going to go...
Yeah, right. No,
I think I might have to, leave the state. We have seminars,
time for that.
Right? We have seminars, grown adults, and I know this sounds crazy, and I'm not trying to say anything, but adults,
you were
right?
trying to say something.
Okay, maybe I am. But when you're a kid, right? When you're a kid, you can't do anything you really want to do because you're at the mercy of other people.
Right.
Right? Hey, Mom, Dad, I'd really like to go learn this. It's, in Texas or something. Or some other place than where I'm at.
You're the mercy of your family for the most part.
Yeah.
When you're a child, yes. On what you can work with in those parameters.
Right, and so you're sitting there, and you really are, in that respect, your excuse really can be, well, I have no way to get there. I can't do it. I was in karate when I was younger, and I enjoyed myself, and you know, like most kids, I wanted to slack, but you know, instead of my, you know, looking back on, I wish my parents would have kept forcing me to
Push you a little
train,
more,
but
right?
they didn't,
No.
right? So I didn't, you know, I didn't have that option. But as an adult, you do have that option, right? You have an option to work a couple extra hours. You have an option to get a second job. You have an option to save up, you know, save up your money.
You have an option to choose better decisions in your
Right.
life.
If when I hear people
Eat
say, "Oh, we
healthier,
can't come to a
exercise
seminar; it's too
more."
far," the best is, "Hey, let me know when you're gonna come. No, let me know when you're gonna be around my area." No, to you who's gonna say, "Hey, when are you gonna be in this area?" Never. I don't want to come see you. I have something to offer you. You have nothing to offer me.
Oh, man.
If I get to a place, it's because enough people want us to go there and can afford to have a business crew to come there and cater to you and teach you and love up on you the way that it should be. But most of the times, people are like, "Oh, I can't come see you. You're going to have to come see me." No, I never have to come see you.
No. We
So
really don't.
just to let you know,
because that tells me you're not very hungry.
don't ask me, "Hey, when you coming to England?" Because I don't care. Right? If that's your attitude, never. I don't want to see you. If you want what we have, you come see us. At least that's how I was brought up.
Well,
when I want something, I go to that person.
That want to come get private lessons, but they don't want to be a part of Enter Shaolin. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. So you want to train with our Sifus, but you don't want to really train with us at the same time.
Well, it always comes down to, you know, they're putting, oh, well, this might be a lot of money, or that might be this, or that. Okay.
It's going to be more money to
You know
come do
what?
private lessons.
I have a friend who races cars. He races cars, right? I think gas is $2,000 for like a weekend, plus tires and everything else.
Yeah, that's a really expensive hobby.
It's a hobby, right? Fishing, which also
Can
becomes
be
very expensive.
extremely expensive,
Is
too.
a
Yeah,
hobby, right? Going to the bar every Friday after work is a hobby, and it is an expensive hobby. Going out to
Most
dinner
likely,
is also a hobby, and it's an expensive hobby. So many things in this world that people
Right.
do don't value themselves enough to make something happen that can be better
Make
for
some
them.
switches because they're not hungry enough yet. They don't know their why, and that is like the first thing.
And
That
I will-
person is
and I
just
will
not gonna
say-
let you go.
Nope.
It's like your turn, and they're like, yeah, no.
And I will say,
Thank you.
right, like, everything I've ever wanted to do, I took it, you know, I just grabbed it and did it. Yeah, when I couldn't do
And
it,
when
I
you
try to
have
find
it,
a way to do it.
Right, then you learn a way. Like, all right, well, I've got this obstacle, that obstacle. How do I overcome those things? So you have to be hungry. You have to know, why are you doing this? If you think that you're going to join any kind of martial arts school or online course or anything like that and think that you're just going to get it like that, then you are in the wrong mindset from the get-go. You just need to stop right there, because it's not. Martial arts, Kung Fu, is a lifestyle. It is for the rest of your life, this is going to be something that you're going to be doing to improve yourself, mind,
It's
body,
even
and
simpler.
spirit. So if you're not ready for that, boom.
It's even simpler.
Why are you even trying?
Let me lay it down for you. Things just don't happen because, you know, people go, "Oh, well, I thought this." Well, not really. Like when I say, you know,
just get the
if
stuff
you
like
think
that.
if you think you can. There's a little bit more to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just, "Hey, I think I can fly." Big deal.
Yeah, you gotta put some effort
The
behind
point
that.
is, you have to believe it.
Yeah.
You have to visualize it.
Yeah.
You have to know that it's already occurred and happened to make it happen.
Yeah. And you
But if
gotta
there's a
know
doubt, if
why
there's a kernel
you're here
of
to do
doubt,
this.
if there's a kernel of doubt in your mind that you may not be able to do it, or if you start to look
gonna
at it and you think it's
struggle.
too hard, I got news for you.
Struggle.
As soon as you start thinking some things are too hard for you to do, there is 1,000,000,001 things in your world and in your life and in your sphere that you have not done that you probably could have done if you
Right.
got out of your own stinking thinking.
Right.
And I don't care what it is.
So you got to be motivated. You got to know your why. You have to have belief, you know, that you can actually accomplish this, and then you have to create an action plan. Like, how are
And when
you
I
gonna
first
actually get
started
this
marketing
done?
on the internet, let me tell you something. Because I started marketing online 2004, right? People
didn't know
laughed at
anything,
me. People
right?
laughed at me.
You didn't know
I didn't
nothing.
know nothing about computers. I dropped out of high school, right? So these things mattered back then to me. And so here I am trying to figure out how to make money on the internet in 2004, which really at that time there wasn't even much information out there. And so my friends teased me,
Not nearly
right?
as much as there is
And
now.
and everybody in my personal life, they were like, "Well, you
They didn't
don't
believe
quit,
you could do it. They
don't
were
quit
like,
your day
"Woo."
job." It
I'm
was
like,
all
"Girl, have
fun
you
and
seen your
games,
writing?"
right? It was all fun and games until I quit my day job.
Right.
Now people are like, damn.
Because you never gave up. But there was people just look at the success. They're like, oh, look what that person's doing now. But do you know all the struggle and all the work that went behind it? Yeah. Probably not. You know, we were watching what is it, like a documentary or something about
Conor McGregor?
Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Oh, yeah. He's using all kinds of personal development tools.
We got to hear his backstory, which I've never known because I've never really researched him or anything. But the fact that he literally used personal development, which is what we're trying to share with you here, to become like almost like from a nobody to somebody.
Better yet, just to become
in a short amount of time.
In your brain, look, in your brain, I want you right now, right? Because we got things to do. We ain't got all day to spend. But I'm gonna give
it's only 20 minutes in. We
that's
can
a
give
long
them at
time.
least another 10 minutes. Another 10
5
minutes. 10.
5.
10.
3.
10.
1.
20.
Whoa! What was that? 10? You're going up.
Yep. Because you're going down.
Man, now you want to talk.
But anyway, so like he made sacrifices. Like he quit his job because he knew, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I had to go full time in. Now we're not saying to do martial arts that you have to go full in, but we're saying that some dreams you have to make some serious sacrifices to make happen. And so he quit his job. He moved in with his girlfriend. They moved in, I think, like with his mom or something like that. And he went and made it like full time to train and whatever. Now we're not saying that. Unless you want to be a professional fighter, you don't obviously need to do that with your martial arts thing. But the point is, he made sacrifices, and he constantly kept working on himself, and he constantly kept visualizing where he wanted to be, and then he got there faster than most people have, or maybe quite the majority of them have. So,
well, at first it starts with some kind of self-image.
Yeah.
Right. Like I want to.
So you gotta know your why.
I want to keep things simple. I really do want to keep things simple for people to understand, because I think that a lot of people are struggling in their life. That's not how it doesn't. I don't know why you keep doing that.
You know why? Because
I've had this car for a lot.
My car is way cheaper than yours, and it has a touchscreen. That's why.
I don't.
Because I expect.
So
we got a luxury car.
We're gonna talk trash. We're gonna talk trash on my car. No. Let's just go outside now.
All right, we'll do that a little bit. So yeah.
Well, I was talking.
Yeah.
You're trying to cut me off, man.
Because you've been cutting me off. But go ahead.
All right.
Come on.
All right, I'm talking. Man, she's pressuring me. So, you want to keep this very simple. First, the very first statement I made is the statement you have to start with. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't.
Yep.
If you can't get past that, and you haven't done that properly, right? Nothing else matters. Nothing you want to do matters. All that it's going to be is going to be you doing stuff and failing, and then doing stuff and failing. And it's okay to fail, because you don't win until you fail.
Yes.
But some people just kind of like fail and never win. And they fail and never win because they don't think they can.
Give up right away.
Because they don't think they can.
They're like, boom, right away. Like, oh, that didn't work. I'm done. I can't figure this out. And you just started 2 days ago. What do you mean you can't figure this out? You're not supposed to be able to figure it out.
I already took Sije today. We went for a bike ride.
We did.
I made her do 100 push-ups.
I still got to do some more when we get back to the office. Yeah.
And and we're making time to shoot this video. We have a lot of work to do, but part of the work we have to do is to provide content for you guys, and provide some value. The real value here is you're cutting yourself short, and I know you're cutting yourself short, because most people everywhere has cut themselves short.
Because we have too. It's not like anything that we say to you. It's not like we don't take our own advice, or we're not constantly working on ourselves to improve ourselves to be better, more efficient, and grow. Because that is what's going on. So just know whatever we're saying to you here, it's out of love that we're saying this to you, and we're saying it to ourselves too. Take it away.
Well, she is, anyways. I'm just trying to plead with you for your own sake.
But you're really pleading with yourself for your own sake, too.
Yeah, but I'm talking to them, not me right now.
Nah, when you talk to them, you talk to you.
I'm talking to them. No, I'm specifically talking to that guy right there in the tank top giving me the middle finger.
That's all right. Just make sure you take your own advice. Go ahead.
Get out of the car.
No, not yet.
Get out of the car.
Not yet. Not ready. We're not done with this video.
I'm done. No,
You're
what are we talking about?
We're talking about setting goals, knowing your why, knowing, believing in yourself so you can actually accomplish your goals. You really have to know what your why is, because guess what?
Look,
challenges are going to come, and if you don't have that drive to push you forward,
you're free. Look, I don't care what you do. You're free to make excuses. You're free to do nothing.
Well, of
you're
course
free to sit
on
wait. They're free to sit on their butts.
Yeah.
You're free not to train. You're free to hide in your little space.
You're free to keep making excuses to why you're not living the most amazing life that you could be.
But remember, it's only because that's what you think. It has nothing to do with reality. It's just your reality that you're creating in your mind as we speak right now, this moment.
Yep. Because you already have everything that you need around you to make your dreams come true and to accomplish your goals.
And there's no, there's the only goal that I never.
Talking about Enter Shaolin, I'm just talking about in general.
You know, the only thing I don't like, the only goal I don't like. There's one goal I don't know. Like there's like unpardonable sins, but I think there's one goal that I just don't like. I never like the goal because I think it's a self-defeative goal. And I think that goal is to set dates on who you're going to be and when you're going to be it and how you're going to be it and if you're going to be it. Because when you do that, if you're so fixated on that idea and you don't make that idea, I want to lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. Then lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks, I'm going to get some French fries. My thing is, you don't make these. That's not to me. And I've seen people teach it.
If I didn't get to that, okay. So what did I not do to accomplish my
I see
goals?
people talk about this all the time, right? Some professional speakers will be like, listen, write down what day, visualize the day, visualize the moment, smell it, taste it, feel it, breathe it, blah blah blah. But you know what? In the internet marketing world, and I imagine in the other world, like the failure rate with a lot of these things are super high. Part of the reason why it's super high is because people set expectations that really may not be meetable for who they are, where they are, what their skill sets are, what their time is.
It's not that they don't need to set a time stamp, and they need to set realistic goals.
No,
based on their skill level.
I used to have this conversation with working out. You just do it because you have to do it. If you want to be a guitar player, you practice.
Well, that's why you got to know your why. And you got to also realize, like, there's no end date to your goal. Like, you're going to constantly be revising and working on that goal. I actually talked about that in my last video. I think it's okay to be like, in 90 days, this is what I'm working towards. Like, know what you're working towards. But if you don't meet it in that 90 days, then you don't go, oh, well, I'm giving up. I'm done. You go, okay, what could I have done better this past 90 days and keep moving forward?
We're just different people, right?
Well, no, the visualization is still part of
but let me say,
yeah.
She's a detail person. CJ, she is way detailistic, and some people are very detailistic. I'm not, and
detailistic.
Whatever the word is, I don't even care. I don't even care. Look. Here's my point, right? I said I will. I don't even want to think about it no more than that, right? Like I want to play guitar. I'm just gonna play the guitar. I want to learn how to play piano. I want to play piano.
But you still have to create your game plan.
Some people do. But what I'm saying is...
No, you create a game plan too.
Yes, but I don't create a... That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about time-based. I don't make a time-based plan. I would like to... What you just said. I would like to be here at such time. Right. But if I'm not there at such time, I just keep going.
You just keep going.
Because I don't care about that part.
But that's the whole point. You create a time to give you motivated to keep pushing forward. But then if you don't get to your full goal at that point, you go, okay, well, what pluses... Okay, all right, well...
See, this part I don't do.
No, you're like, no, that's not true. You're like... Oh, well, I've gotten better. I've made some improvements, but I'm not where I need to be, so I'm going to keep going. But the funny part is that people don't get is no matter what it is that you want to be good at, you just keep going and keep learning and growing.
I teach Kung Fu, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good at Kung Fu, right? You say I'm not bad. I'm pretty good at playing guitar. I'm not bad.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's still way
Well, let me finish. And I'm pretty good at marketing, right? I'm
Yes.
not that bad. So here's the thing. The reason why I'm not bad is because I just do it because I like to do it. What I don't know.
Well, why are they making goals that they don't like to do?
I don't know, dude, because I don't know why people quit. If someone says I want to do something, I'm all for it, right? High five, and then they don't do it. I'm like, well, I don't understand. Why just keep your mouth shut? Save your money, save your time, save your effort, and go do something with your life that you are not going to quit on every 5 seconds.
Because they weren't motivated or they don't have self-belief.
I don't care what a person wants to do. I don't care if a person wants to spend money with me, but if you're gonna do something, then it drives me crazy that a person's gonna try to start something and not even actually try. Right, it's the same thing in the internet marketing world. For those of you that are internet marketers, they buy program after program after program after program after program. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This is too hard.
Or people that buy a bunch of books and then they don't do anything with it.
They don't read the books.
Courses. They don't actually do the course. Yeah. Don't be that.
Yeah, but what did they say in that? What was the next step? I don't know. I didn't get that far. Okay.
It didn't work. Well, did you go through the whole program? Well, no. So how do you know it doesn't work? You don't. So the whole thing is you need to know your why. You need to have some kind of belief that you can actually accomplish the goal. And if you don't have belief you can accomplish the goal, you need to work on that before you even go to the next step, which is create a game plan. Like, how are you going to implement this into your life? What things may you need to move around to accomplish said goals? And then maybe set like a time date, like, all right, I'm going to do some self-check, like in 30 days, I'm going to just see where I'm at and what I need to work on and improve on to propel forward and go forward. That's the only reason we've gotten as far as we have in Enter Shaolin, is we're always going back on a monthly basis, sometimes even a weekly basis, and going like, how can we improve upon, you know, within our means, with our resources, what can we do? What's the next level? How do we keep moving forward and pushing forward? So you can accomplish your goals, you can accomplish whatever you want to in this world, but you have to be willing to know that you might have to give yourself more time to accomplish that goal. Don't give up on yourself. You got to remember why you're doing this in the first place, whether it's martial arts, kung fu, learning to sing, play guitar, learning how to do hockey, whatever it is that your goals are. The point is, don't give up on yourself. Know that it's going to be an ongoing, continuing learning process. There is no master at any skill in this world that's like, yeah, I know everything, I don't need to keep learning and growing. You won't find one. I think you just checked out on us. What?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, dude, and we're 53 minutes past my time. I'm done.
He's done. He's done. Getting more words for them?
Do something.
Do something. Do something to continually improve and increase your energy, your health, your vibrancy.
What? I don't care about people.
Skill,
I don't care about
people.
I really don't care about your sob story. I don't. And I'm going to be honest, because everybody has some kind of story.
Everyone's got a sob story.
Everybody has issues in life. I hate it when people are like, oh, you don't know what it's like. I don't care what it's like for you. You ultimately, in some way, shape, or form, are creating a reality that you live in currently.
We should do our next podcast about forgiveness and letting go of garbage and baggage.
Yeah, and while I have empathy and I have sympathy, people who hide behind it, I have zero tolerance.
Especially if you're an adult, like if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
All right, that's another podcast. Look, dude.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Not today.
We'll talk next time.
Not today.
Anyways, we love you all.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give us some love. Comment. Let us know what you thought. I'll put the link to the blog post I was talking about, so you can go check out that video too, and just check out some other tips and whatnot. And then if you want to support us and help us be able to do more videos and get more done and hire a crew, you know, to film us and do all these crazy things so we could do way more cool videos for you, make sure to join our Patreon down below. You get some exclusive content.
Yeah, that makes Sifu Phu happy, dude. He'll get him out doing more videos. You know what I mean?
Love that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need a crew. So help us be able to help you. And yeah, so all the details are below. There's our ebook. Anything else you need to know is below this video. Go check it out.
Bye-bye.
All right.